The Mayflower, a journey to escape persecution. Many of the men, women and children on board the Mayflower were seeking a new life. Having rejected the established church in England, they were meeting to worship in secret. They were eventually forced to flee and begin a new life in Holland. Life there was difficult and war was looming, so they decided to pursue a fresh start in America, where they could escape religious persecution and worship freely. They sailed on 16th of September 1620 from Plymouth and were to become known as the Pilgrim Fathers. Many of the original pilgrims died during the first winter in America because of disease, hunger and cold. Those who survived formed a treaty with the local Native Americans who taught them how to plant crops and survive in their new home. This resulted in a bumper harvest in autumn 1621, and the pilgrims celebrated with a 3-day festival of prayer. They invited their Native American friends to join them for a huge feast, which later became known as the first Thanksgiving.
Our Bible reading is taken from Psalm 139, taken from Singing the Faith 835, 835 in Singing the Faith. O Lord, you have searched me out and known me. You know my sitting down and my rising up. You discern my thoughts from afar.
You mark out my journeys and my resting place, and are acquainted with all my ways.
For there is not a word on my tongue but you, O Lord, know it altogether.
You encompass me behind and before, and lay your hand upon me.
Such knowledge is too wonderful for me, so high that I cannot attain it. Where can I go then from your spirit? Or where can I flee from your presence?
If I climb up to heaven, you are there. If I make the grave my bed, you are also there.
If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the uttermost part of the sea,
even there your hand shall lead me, your right hand hold me fast.
if I say, surely the darkness will cover me, and the light around me turn to night.
Even darkness is no darkness with you. The night is as clear as the day. Darkness and light to you are both alike.
For you yourself created my inmost parts.
You knit me together in my mother's womb.
I thank you, for I am fearfully and woefully made.
Marvellous are your works, my soul knows well.
My frame was not hidden from you, when I was made in secret and woven in the depths of the earth.
Your eyes beheld my form as yet unfinished. Already in your book were all my members written. As day by day they were fashioned, when as yet there was none of them.
How deep are your counsels to me, O God!
How great is the sum of them!
If I count them, they are more in number than the sand.
And at the end, I am still in your presence.
Search me out, O God, and know my heart. Try me and examine my thoughts.
See if there is any way of wickedness in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. Amen.
The Reverend Thomas Cook. A journey to preach the gospel. The Reverend Thomas Cook, a friend and colleague of John Wesley, had a passion to take the good news of Jesus Christ to the world. In 1786, he set sail bound for Newfoundland, but blown off course found harbour in Antigua on Christmas Day. There he discovered and preached to a congregation of 1,000 people at a society started in 1760 by Nathaniel Gilbert amongst the slaves on his plantation. Cook took the exciting story back to Britain, and this marked the start of Methodist mission overseas. Cook had a vision of a mission to Asia and set sail for what was then Ceylon, but died in his cabin in 1814 and was buried at sea. Cook brought to Methodism a world vision, and following his death there was a huge expansion of mission to take the good news of Jesus across the world. It resulted in the official acknowledgement of the Wesleyan Methodist Ministry Society by the 1816 conference.